According to the existing text, Paul, before the Romans can trundle him off, protests that he is a Jew of Tarsus and asks permission to address the crowd who had just been trying to lynch him. Weirdly enough, the Romans allow him to do so. Paul then expatiates on his Pharisaic training under Gamaliel, a famous teacher of the time, on his initial hostility towards the early church, on his role in the death of Stephen, on his subsequent conversion. All of this, or perhaps only a part of it, though one cannot be certain which part, provokes the crowd to new ire. Rid the earth of this man, they cry. He is not fit to live. Ignoring these appeals, the Romans carry Paul off to the fortress, presumably the Antonia fortress, the Roman military and administrative headquarters. Here they intend to interrogate him under torture. Interrogate him for what? To determine why he provokes such hostility. According to Acts, yet Paul has already made his position clear in public, unless there are elements of his speech that, in a fashion not made clear by the text, the Romans deemed dangerous or subversive. In any case, torture by Roman law could not be exercised on any individual possessing full and official Roman citizenship, which Paul, having been born of a wealthy family in Tarsus, conveniently does. Invoking this immunity, he escapes torture but remains incarcerated. In the meantime, a group of angry Jews, 40 or more in number, meet in secret. They vow not to eat or drink until they have brought about Paul's death. The sheer intensity and ferocity of this antipathy is worth noting. One does not expect such animosity, not to say such a preparedness for violence, from ordinary Pharisees and Sadducees. Those who display it are obviously zealous for the law, but the only such passionate adherents of the law in Palestine at the time were those whose sacred text came subsequently to light at Qumran. Thus, for example, Eisenman calls attention to a pivotal passage in the Damascus document which declares of a man that if he transgresses after swearing to return to the law of Moses with a whole heart and soul, then retribution shall be exacted from him. How can the violent action contemplated against Paul be reconciled with the later popular image put forward by the consensus of placid ascetic Quietus Asides, the clandestine conclave, the fervent vow to eradicate Paul? These are more characteristic of the militant zealots and their special assassination unit, the dreaded Sicarii. Here again there is an insistent suggestion that the zealots on the same one hand, and the zealous for the law at Qumran on the other, were one and the same.